Yes, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The first question
Yes,
is
sir.
yeah, the question is for Sarfaraz, then I would move later to Ziad. The first question for you is it important to you to eat healthy food?
Yes, sir. Obviously, it is important for me to eat healthy foods because I do my job. I go to site, so I have to spend whole the day on the site to face the labors, to face different problems. So it's necessary for me to eat healthy foods to work whole the day.
To work. If you catch a cold, what do you do to help you feel better?
Could you please repeat the question?
Yes. If you face cold, if you catch a cold or if you face a cold, what do you do to help you feel better?
Sir, if I feel cold, I will take my own medicines that I know, and I will take medicines regularly for 2 3 days. And if they do not affect me, then I will see a doctor and get some other medicines that he will suggest me.
Do you pay attention to public information about health?
Not that much. Like I know how to take care of my health. If I eat healthy, I will be a healthier one. If I lack in my eating, if I do not eat healthy things, it's obvious that I will be lazier and I cannot perform my regular task.
Hmm. Okay. What could you do to have a healthier lifestyle?
Sir, actually, it's about my personal choice. If I dress well, if I make some good clothes, if I always wear clean clothes, it will affect others. And dressing is the main thing that attract others. So you should dress well, you should smell good, and these are the things that can attract others.
All right. Okay. So one more question for you. How can
Okay, sir.
how can modern technology help people to arrive early?
Sir, I cannot hear you properly. Your voice is so down.
Oh, sorry. Yes, the mic was outside from my range. How
It's okay,
can
sir.
modern technology help people to arrive early?
Sir, actually, modern technology, if you see nowadays, little children, when they grow up like 2 3 years, they are starting using YouTube. So they get a lot of knowledge, and when they grow bigger, they get older, they can remember what they have watched in their early age. So modern technology like Facebook, like YouTube, they can help us a lot. And the thing, Wikipedia, like other in the search engine, they really can help us to grow better and face the world.
Okay, two things I would like to add it here. Instead of try to use some unique connector like for so we can use therefore and furthermore are in addition, right? This so is actually you can say
Okay,
to
sir.
be used by many other students, and furthermore in your answers try to use synonyms when you answer to examiner and you want to impress examiner, then use synonyms in your answer. Like I mentioned healthy food. Instead, yeah, is it important to you to eat healthy food? You said, yeah, it is important for me to eat healthy food to be healthier, right? Like this. Now, instead of important, you should have said essential, or you should have said beneficial, or sorry, like any other synonym. And for healthy food, you can say the strong food, the good quality food, right? Now, when you use some other words for the same meaning, for the same message, when you convey the same message of I'll speaking the examiner, then examiner would be actually impressed of this way, like this person is having the ability to convey his idea, or her idea in more a broad way, in other ways and other words, right? So this is going to show you actually to show examiner actually your confident, your command on English language. So therefore you are supposed to use some words in synonyms for when you answer for some questions. Try to change those words, try just and work on those, this technique. This is going to help you 100% in speaking. Yeah, is it clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And furthermore, this is very good point in you. You can prolong very good, right? So the prolonging is very good, but you are supposed to improve it more. Like even there was a student, she got 8.5, and when she was going to give me answers in practice time, I was even not allowing her by for a single mistake, because I wish like each student, if one student is 6 band student, I wish like he should be able to get 6.5 or 7, and 7 bands 8, right? So even the minor mistake should be covered, or should be you can say converted to the correctness. Okay, yes. Now question from Ziad, then I would move to Ramsey. Yes, 4 or 5 questions from you from part first and one
Yes, sir.
question from part D. Yeah, where where do you buy most of your clothes?
Well, mostly I buy my clothes from online stores, especially from Amazon, eBay, and I when I buy cloth from these stores, so first I check the review, what people say about their cloth, then I buy it.
Okay, how often do you buy new clothes for yourself?
Mostly I buy new clothes on special occasion like on wedding ceremony, on Eid vacations, and on birthday occasion.
Okay, and how do you decide which clothes to buy?
Well, uh, mostly I like to buy and mm, simple clothes. Uh,
Yes. Okay. Have the kinds of clothes you like changed in recent years?
could you repeat the question, sir?
Yes, please. How the kinds of clothes you like changed in recent years? Yes.
Well, Mm, Now, nowadays, I mostly follow mm, uh, the decent cloth, and I think it's give good image to people when they see me in a decent cloth, and they get a proper image of me and their. Uh,
Sorry. Yes. Okay. One more question for you. Do you
so-
think it is good? Do you think it is a good idea for students to earn money while studying?
Yes, certainly it's good for a student to earn money when they study. Uh, I see a lot of students when they study, and they also earning money from online, from doing freelancing,
Mm.
such as they are making websites app for international, and they give money for their services, and they spend that money on their education and also some extra other stuff.
Okay, Ziad, I would add one thing to your answers. I would not, I do not disappoint any student. Yeah, work and pronunciation. Yeah, the little some words you pronounce not exactly right. Sorry, in IELTS speaking, the some students get confused. Like examiner is going to measure or analyze the accent. No, no accent. If you follow even your own native accent, Sri Lankan, Pakistani, the Indian accent, any accent, that is fine. American, Britain, or Australian, or Canadian, whatever is the accent, that is, the word should be pronounced correct, right? The pronunciation should be correct. Okay, so and to learn the pronunciation, each major word which you utter in your answer, you should search for the pronunciation of that word, right? Decide. And myself, the different cloths, right? Usually, mostly, often. Now those different words should be pronounced. And to do practice on pronunciation, the very very best technique is to listen more, to listen more in English, right? For improvement of speaking, listening is 100% important. 100% important. Now this is not important, this is important. The R is silent according to British accent, right? Now, mostly when R come in the mid, within the a vowel sound, right? Like there, IMPOR. Now vowel come before that R, then R is going to be silent. Now G everywhere, those words which ends with G, like reading, this is reading, the G is silent, right? Now this pronunciation for some major word at least, it should be improved. And the best technique to listen book 11 till 17. I hope you would have time. Book 11 till 17, if you can do practice, like each book contains few tests only, 8 tests, 7 tests, right? Now this book is having 8 tests, book 12, right? This else Cambridge book 12, right? Now other books, if you've opened and the PDF form are in the hard copy, now those 12 tests, if you would listen, especially for listening, book 13, very important, book 14, 15 and 17, book 13, 14, 15, 17, the IELTS Cambridge, the IELTS real exams test of listening is going to be based and structurized on these few books, measure the listening portion, right? But further, this is for all of you, to improve your pronunciation and speaking, you should listen the audios of native, right? How native speak, and try to get the proper accent, the pronunciation, and try to repeat your sentences after them, right? I'm a speaker on at Pakistan level, the English debater, but when we were doing practice, we also did the same in our practice time period. So you are requested, when you do practice on your accent, the pronunciation, whatever accent you follow, American or your own native style, fine, the pronunciation is different, the accent is different. Accent means like, whether you are following the Britain style, the American style, that is style, but the pronunciation is actually how to say that word. That word saying style, the utterance style should be, you can say, 100% correct. Otherwise this is going to be measured like this person is not, should be able to speak properly. Okay, so this is for all of you, all of you. English is EL2, second learning language. Never worry, whenever you make mistakes, it is fine, because we are going to learn from our own mistakes, and this is second learning language, so it is fine, not first learning language. Okay, uh, furthermore, you should work on prolonging your answers, right? And I hope so the tense was right at here as far as I observed. um, so if your tense is also right, the grammar portion is also right. But this is like the first time I asked you, last day you were not there. Anyhow, just work on pronunciation, and speak for 20 minutes at least on daily basis on those topics which I have shared with you. Okay, and from the real exams, just work on those. Okay, is it clear, Ziad?
Yes, sir, clear.
Good,
And
good.
sir, give me one tip. So sometime I stop in the middle when I speak.
Yeah, when you stop, the cohesive device picture I have shared in the group, you would have seen. And whenever you feel like I'm lacking the, you can say, idea, the information, just say these words. Furthermore, in addition, I would like to mention. Furthermore, I would like to mention. Furthermore, I would like to mention, and then say the next sentence and think about it. The moment you think about the next sentence to to share with examiner, that moment you should also say some words, and those some words are, furthermore, I would like to also mention that this was a very memorable and important moment for me in my life. Right now, you see, these words have no concern with your answer, but these were for the purpose to continue your fluency. You can say, in addition, sir, I would like to say, Additionally, secondly, thirdly, those connectors are for the purpose to not lack your fluency, right? So I hope it is little bit clear. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Yes, Ramsey, are you ready? Ramsey or Ramna? Yeah, Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramzi.
How are
Yeah,
you?
now
How are
only,
you?
unmute and all.
How are you feeling? You are good?
Okay. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a start. Did you enjoy,
Sure.
did you enjoy doing art lessons when you were a child?
Really, it's a good question for me. I enjoyed a lot in my childhood.
Hmm?
If you don't mind, can you repeat the question again? I'm
Yes,
sorry
please.
because I didn't
Did
follow.
you enjoy art lessons when you were a child?
Really, I enjoyed in my childhood. There are some arts lessons and all like.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. I cannot use this word as you said. I should continue, but I couldn't grab what you expect from me and all like.
Hmm? Yes, the like making diagrams, making shapes, structures of different things. Those lessons when you were doing in a childhood, were you also enjoying it or not? Did you enjoy or not? Yeah. Is the question clear?
Question is clear. That's like
Let me take a start for you, then you can answer, proceed ahead if you wish. Right, like you can say, I got a pleasure of indeed, thank you for asking such a nice question. Indeed, I got a lot of pleasure. I got, why? Because the question is indeed second form, past time. So I got, not I get. I have gotten, that is for present perfect. Now I got, indeed I got a lot of pleasure. Instead of enjoy, we synonymize the word enjoy. I got a lot of pleasure of making different kinds of structures or diagrams in our art lessons. Furthermore, I would like to mention that art lessons were one of my favorite lessons in all other subjects as compared to all other science subjects or other art subjects, right? In addition, still, if in addition, I would like to add that still I am making many art designs or diagrams, right? Now these different ideas, a little bit, is it clear?
yeah. Now it's clear.
Yeah, good. Okay, the other question, do you ever draw pictures now?
It's interesting. Yeah. Again, it's an interesting question for me. It's it's a, what can I say?
Hmm. Currently you are thinking here and there, I think so. Yeah.
And no, because it's a lack of
Your
ability.
speaking is good.
It's not in my blood. No, arts is art. The question is not related to it's difficult for me to think about what can I say
Yeah.
furthermore.
Yeah, no,
It's a
exactly.
problem
Got
because
it. Yeah, art is also not my favorite, and I don't have any concern with it, but I shared. And you actually, when now this is the question also for Sarfaraz and for other students as well, Ramna, Ziad, right? When you would be asked by examiner by
Okay,
such
sir, you can
question,
ask me. You can
yes,
ask me.
yes,
I
yes.
will try to
Yes.
answer.
Okay. Let me just conclude. When you would be asked by by examiner with such question which you would not have any concern, you should share any answer within yes. Yes,
Sir, your
Sarfaraz.
voice is so lacking. I think it's problem with my connection or with your connection.
Yes, Ramzi, is it clear? The voice, is clear.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Yes, sir.
it's
Oh,
clear now.
Okay. Yes, Sarfaraz, is it clear now?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Okay. Okay, would you please answer, Sarfaraz?
Okay, okay, sir, sure. Ask me the question.
Do you ever draw paint pictures now?
Sir, when I was a kid, I used to draw pictures of different things like a parrot, a house, something like whenever I was attending the class, it is a funny story. Like I was painting of the teacher standing behind the board, and like different things like books, pens, and different cars. It was my hobby in the child time. So now I don't use to draw photos. It was the time when I was a child.
Yeah. So the answer you answered for, do you draw paints now? And you shared some past information
Mm,
that compared with the present, that in present I don't. Anyhow, the answer is right up to some extent, because the past information should not be shared in this question. This is how you have to analyze, like whether examiner is asking me about the present scenario or past or future. Because if we would discuss some past, now this is also important point. Sometime if examiner asks you regarding present time period and you are sharing regarding past, the you can say that your experience regarding, and then in present comparing it with the present, the past, whatever you shared about the past, that would be considered irrelevant discussion, right? This part of answer is irrelevant at here. And when examiner would consider or would just think like this part of answer by this candidate is irrelevant, that irrelevant information would be actually conveyed to examiner mind, that here this person did not get my question properly in English language, and you would like little bends, while you would have given very good answer. As Sarfaraz gave me very good answer, but this thing you have to keep it in mind, that stick only to the tense is at here. Do you ever
Sir,
draw?
actually, the answer of your question would be just no. So that's why I mentioned my past
Yeah,
story.
I got it. Yeah, good, very good. But this you have to keep it in mind, that stick to the relevant information. Okay, so if you don't draw, and as I mentioned earlier in the previous lecture, that try to answer yes, yeah, I draw the pictures with some kids, and the pictures of the Spider-Man, Superman, cars, vehicles, and some other pictures, right? I do draw maps and those things, other things, right? And it is one of my favorite hobby to draw the
Sir, I
you can
can connect it to my field, like here in the construction field, I draw
yeah,
drawings of the roads of the buildings.
yeah. So the
I
the
can
I
mention it
the
too.
idea the idea sharing, you can say, ability should be creative. The idea sharing ability in front of examiner should be creative in a sense. Just collect different sources opinions and share with examiner. Okay, like you mentioned right now, that we construct roads and those things you can mention, right? This is good. Okay, the next question for Ramzi. uh
Yeah,
Yes, are you here? When was the
I can
last
hear.
time? When was the last time you went to an art gallery or exhibition?
I have gone last, Saturday. There was a big, art gallery which held in, city in Colombo. I went with all my family. It was very interesting. There are some, unforgettable memories, with that art gallery. I Sometime I enjoyed where where I spent in my childhood as well.
Mm, good, good. Okay, and this was now you conveyed relevant and very appropriate. The tense was also used good. Okay, next question. What kind of pictures do you like having in your home?
I like, framing, like the natural, where normally where I visited the place, I take the photograph and I keep remind as a memory, and normally I speak everywhere in the flows and like.
Okay. I prefer, I get pleasure, I like, right? Like different words should be used for like when you are sharing different sentences. Okay, very good. One more question for you. Why do some people prefer to work outdoors?
When we work outdoors, so we can enjoy the natures itself. So when we work inside, room and all, so we have to, artificially we have to work and all. So when you work outside, so you can enjoy the nature. So according to the nature, you can work. It's easy for the work as well.
Yes, yes. Okay, you are also requested, Ramzi. Your level is good, but do not just move it backward. Okay, 8 connectors. Like furthermore, in additionally, you use more than 3 times at year. So the word so. Okay, this so word. If guys, all of you, if you would use only single word for more than 2 times in any answer, this would show you are lacking of fluency to examiner. Students don't observe it. Students by themselves don't observe it, like where I lack fluency. But if you'd use any so or then or and or but for more than 2 times, thrice or four, like that moment you would have speak with full consistency, but that would be the lacking of fluency, right? Therefore, to make it more beautiful and impressive, use therefore, furthermore, in addition, moreover, additionally, firstly, secondly, thirdly, however, no, further, I would like to mention logically, philosophy. These more cohesive devices should be used to share your more ideas. Yeah. Furthermore, you are requested to do practice on your on daily basis. To yeah, you would speak within office or some other domains, but try to speak to do practice on these speaking interview questions. Right. The question which I have shared in the file, in the PDF file. Try to do practice with someone on those questions, right? To improve it 100%, 7+ for 7+ spends, right? So that then therefore you would be able to get the best. Okay. Right now the tenses also are fine. The pronunciation is fine. The only lacking ability I mentioned twice, the 2 abilities, that is to work on daily basis and to 8 connectors. Yes. Okay.
Definitely,
Is
definitely. Next time I
yeah,
will.
good.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
Romna, are you here? Yes, Romna, are you here?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. The question for you, do you prefer relaxing at home or going out in the evening?
Thank you for asking me such a nice question. I actually like relaxing outside, means I like going out to relaxation.
Mm.
As I'm a housewife, I was very busy. I'm very busy at home with children. So when we go out, when I go out, I feel more relaxed, and I like enjoying nature and to spend my time with natural things and experiencing those sceneries, enjoying the sceneries and everything. So we used to go every month, once in a month. We used to visit somewhere out and being relaxed for 1 or 2 days and coming back. It is a routine in our house. I just relax myself with kids and the nature. I like.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, by adding more sentences, try to say furthermore, I would say, and in addition, I would say.
Furthermore, I
Yeah, good, good.
mention
Yeah, this is
the
fine. This is
place we
enough.
visited
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. And when you are done with your answer, okay, these points, these few things are going to be discussed in tomorrow's lecture as well. So let me ask you some other. When you go out for an evening, when you go out for an evening, what do you like to do?
Usually, I select the beach areas for evening visits, so we can just walk, relax, and get some exercises, and also reduce some body weight. I'm using that time for that purpose, and we normally I take my children with me, and they also having fun playing in sand and making castles. I enjoy them with them.
Oh, yes, good. Okay, how popular is this with other people in your country?
As far as I'm living in Colombo, coastal area, in our country, most of the people they have it means some small there is more small houses, there are more small houses they live, so no spacious houses, so they used to visit out beach sides at the evenings. It's mostly common in Sri Lanka, the area which I live, so we too try that way, and we are getting some relaxation visiting the beach areas.
Hmm. Okay, is there any kind of entertainment you do not like?
Uh, it's such. Thank you for asking that question again. That I don't like just sitting at home and watching dramas or whatever it is. Watching television, I don't that much preferred. Because I need to interact with something, like I like
Hmm.
visiting the nature.
Okay, okay, yes. Um, all right, one more question. What do you think causes friendship to break up?
Could you please paraphrase that
Yeah,
for me?
like what do you think can be the reason for breaking a friendship?
Yes, friendship is a nice experience that we are getting in our life. It's not for such solid things. It is spiritually comes from our mind.
Mm.
So sometimes we expect something from our friends
Yes.
soulfully, and if it is not we don't expect any return from the friends, but if we are sincere, sometimes the friend is not be, if the friend is not in a treating us in a proper way, the way we expect, that there can be a breakup, I think.
Yeah.
And in sometimes when we do something sincere for them, if they don't accept that time also, we may feel very bad about them, and in
Yes.
that situation there will be a breakup in the friendship, I think.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes, this is Romna. Romna, yes, try to use some connectors, 8 connectors to make it more beautiful. Furthermore, to just cover your like you have
How
ideas.
do you think, sir, my this
Yeah,
one, is it okay just
yeah,
I'm pulling or just
yes, yes.
dragging?
Yeah, you have ideas in your mind, but those ideas, when you think about those, then you are able to collect. But while to just like you should speak with consistency and fluency, and to bring that fluency for these 4-5 days before appearance in the real exam, you are supposed to speak for 35 minutes on daily basis, right? On different topics from the Cambridge's books or from the 42 topics. I have shared 42 topics for speaking. Just prepare work on those 42 topics, right? Or just go through
Okay,
the
sir.
question. Those 42 topics are actually going to cover your whole discussion or the whole preparation regarding speaking. You would
Did
be
you
able,
share it already?
yeah, I have shared. And yeah, and the 8 p.m. Malaysian time group I have shared.
Okay.
Okay, yes, there I would mention like this file, and there from only reading those 42 topics, actually you would be able to just how to get ideas on different topics. And this is very important at here at this position, what I observed from you.
You don't
Yeah,
mind how long we should prolong these
prolonging
answers?
doesn't
It means the,
you prolonged well, you prolonged well, but
okay.
there was the
Okay.
lacking of fluency. And to avoid that
Yeah,
lacking,
that doesn't come
like
in a
yeah,
consistency, right?
to
Not in a
collect,
continuation.
to collect directly at one time, right? Like to collect a lot of sentences at one time, to not think about here and there. So this thing is like to just read those 42 topics, okay? And those 42 topics are short, one paragraph each, 2 3. But if you would read, you would get like sport, then music, then movie, film, then favorite these different things under the
How
circumstance.
many questions in this section? It'll come like continuously. They will ask how many questions?
In IELTS speaking, maximum
No,
21.
yes. No, I'm asking that this is not a cue card one, and the questions randomly they will ask talking about something like
In
you
part
asked me
first,
now.
in
How
part
many
first,
questions altogether?
first four, except first four introductory question in part first, remaining 4 5 or 6 question would be asked randomly, like not cue card. And then in part 3, after cue card, within part 3, more 4 or 5 question would be asked from you. Okay, so anyhow, your mind is going to be prepared
First six
by,
questions will be personal things, right?
yeah, exactly. But those this you should you're supposed you should read those 42 topics for improvement. Okay, just take a start in
Okay.
your free time. Yeah, and never lack confident in front of examiner. Examiner is not going to have any concern to say you anything except by giving you score, right? His duty is only, or her duty is only, to give you score, less or more. And that less or more depends on your confident level as well, right? So never just feel hesitate or like confident, just like face it bravery. Okay, and hopefully you are going to,
No need to be formal. It should be kind of casual. We can talk,
yeah,
right?
formal is very important, to be formal, to be respected, right? But like the confident means to not feel like examiner is going to say me something if I would wrong. Okay, don't think like that. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so if any other question, yes,
Yes,
please,
sir.
you guys can ask me in the group, because the session is going to an end. Okay, so therefore, have a nice time. Thank you for your cooperation, and it was a nice session. Inshallah, we will go through more questions and more discussion in our upcoming lectures. Goodbye. Any question if you face, you can ask in the concern group or in the private chat. Thank you.
Thank you,